Hello, I'm Scott Bogie here with Jack Foote ahead of his Cage Warrior 187 fight against Aaron Towns. How you doing today?
Yeah, really good, mate. Yourself?
I'm doing good, and we're now 9 days out from your fight. How does it feel?
Yep. Yeah, I'm super excited, mate. Like I'm mentally, physically, everything's just in a really good place just now, mate. Like usually 9 days out, I'm starting to feel a bit sluggish. The weight cut's coming up, energy's low. It's been a tough camp, but this is my first camp that I've been full time mixed martial arts now. I've quit my job in December, so this is me just full time chasing this. So the extra sleep that I'm getting, everything's just making a difference, mate. So I feel great, very excited, good to go.
And it is not like your other fights. This is your professional debut. How does that feel?
Yep. Yep, that's perfect. The pro rule set suits my style and my fitness level's a lot better than what the amateur rule set does. I think the amateur rule set kind of suits a grappler more,
Yeah.
whereas the pro rule set suits somebody that fucking loves violence more. You know what I mean? So yeah, really looking forward to letting the elbows go, letting the knees to the head go, smaller gloves, longer rounds. Every single box that I've just mentioned there is perfect for me.
So you're just going to come into that octagon and just paint the canvas red. Is that the goal?
100%. That is the game plan, mate. Yep. In and out as quick as possible. Least damage taken and get the next fight booked in as soon as possible.
Exactly. And you are fighting in your home country as well. How that must make it
Yep.
even better for you.
100%. That's awesome. I've been to the Braehead Arena show twice. Cage Warriors have come twice and
Yeah.
they came twice last year. I was at both of these shows, so really excited. I was obviously there. The first time I went, I didn't know that I had the contract yet. I didn't know I was going to be fighting with Cage Warriors, but it was still great. And I thought, I really want to fight on this one day. And then the next time I went, I already knew I had my contract there waiting for me when I was ready to go pro. So I've been there, I've visualised it, I've pictured myself walking out, and I'm really excited. 9 days' time, I get to go make the walk.
Exactly. You can go, you're part of the thing that went from the stand into that cage.
Yep, 100%.
And how do you feel like Aaron's going to come into this fight? Do you feel like he's going to want to keep this on the feet, or you think he's going to bring you down and try and submit you?
I think he's going to want to. I think his game plan is to keep it on the feet. Aaron's got a good kickboxing background. Aaron is a good striker. Uh, but I think once we're in there, it's going to be a different story. I think after a couple of minutes, he's going to be trying to take me down.
And it has been a little bit since your last fight. It was in August last year where you were able to get that
Yep,
first round submission within the first minute. That must have felt nice.
yep, yep. 100%. It was. I was actually expecting that guy to come and take me down, and then I double gloved a kick, and I felt it, and I thought maybe I'm in for a rough night here. But then dropped him quite quick after that, wrapped up the guillotine, subbed him in under a minute. So it's nice to get in and out. I jumped into camp too quick after that fight. I had a long camp for that fight. I jumped into camp again. I got injured. Was meant to have my last amateur fight in November. Had to withdraw from that. So I had a good, in hindsight, it was a good thing because I've had a lot of time to heal my body, and I then jumped into a camp at the start of the year. So
Yeah.
that's also part of the reason why I'm feeling like I'm firing all cylinders just now. I've had that rest, and I've been able to go and put a solid camp in.
And with this event as well, you have got Sean Clancy Jr. in that main event, which has just
Yep.
sparked that extra little bit of enthusiasm to the whole event. One of the highest fought bit prospects in Cave Warriors. How big do you feel like his appearance is on that card?
Oh, 100% massive. He's definitely got a big following. Sean's a
Yeah.
beast, and I think it'll be long till he's fighting for the title. To be honest, I think after this fight, he'll fight for the title, and then he'll be on his way to the UFC.
And do you feel like having guys like Paul Craig in the UFC, being able to bring guys like Sean Clancy Jr., I know he was over there helping Paul in his last fight, just gets that familiarity for him to be able to when he makes that
Yeah,
jump.
yep, 100%, mate. Scottish MMA's on fire just now. We've got boys doing well all over. There's a couple guys in UFC, guys in
Yeah.
PFL. Obviously, this Cage Warriors card. I don't think there's a fight that's not got a Scottish person on it, which speaks volumes, mate. You know what I mean? Scottish MMA's on fire just now.
And then it's not only like you're saying, all a lot of Scottish fighters on this card. It's a lot of great matchups as well. You also have your fight.
Yep.
You have Sean Clancy Jr. main event. Reese McGowan is facing Wesley Maya in that clash. Chris Bungard has got a bad blood tie against Artis. It is just seems like this is one of the best cards Cage Warrior has produced.
Yeah, man. even a lot of the fights that people maybe don't have their eye on are going to be really good.
Yeah,
Like one of my coaches, good training partners, Gary Priestley, he's fighting. That's going to be a great fight. He's going to run through his opponent. The Aberdeen boys are fighting as well. Whenever they fight, they come to fucking
yeah.
throw down. So yeah, the Aberdeen boys as well. Fucking every fight that's matched up's a great fight.
And am I correct in saying that you're currently fighting out of the Urban Gorillas?
Yes, that's correct, mate. Yeah, Urban Girls and Falkirk. That's what I'm fighting out of.
And how has that been for your overall development so far?
Yeah, that's great, mate. Really good. Like obviously, I've got a great team there, great coaches. Also trained with the guys at the sub factory as well. I've came on a lot, and I've had a lot of chances to travel the world and train. I've been to Thailand, done a bit of training. I'm just back from 10 weeks at TriStar there. Flew out there at the start of January, and I just came back 2 weeks ago. So that's where I've done the big chunk of this camp, and I've definitely leveled up going over there. So, it's been amazing, mate.
And how is it being able to go abroad in places like Thailand? Because it just gives you that little bit different than over here. You have got those high level Muay Thai fighters, you've got the UFC fighters that go over there. It is just that extra level.
100%. It's a great confidence booster, mate, just to gauge where you're at. You know what I mean? It's brilliant, amazing training. I love traveling to train. Like this is what I'm in it for. You know what I mean? I'm not in
Yeah.
it to be rich or famous or anything like that. If I wanted to be rich or famous, this definitely isn't the career path that I would have chose. I love training, mate. Training is now my job, so I'm living the dream, mate. And if that means I get to travel the world and train over lots of different places, mate, I'm absolutely living the dream.
And like you're saying, get this done nice and quickly and then on to the next. What are you
Yep.
thinking of? I know they've got Rome announced, they then got 2 dates in Manchester, then in London. What are you thinking? How quickly?
Any of them sounds perfect to me, to be honest. Because I think they'll be coming back to Glasgow again in early September
Yeah.
if they follow the same schedules what they did last year. So middle of June is perfect for me. That would be a perfect kind of time frame between the two Scottish cards because obviously I don't want to miss a show in Scotland. So
Yeah.
yeah, that mid June, one of the Manchester cards mid June would be absolutely perfect for me.
Yeah, like you're saying, you don't want to mess with the Scotland cards. I've really
Yep,
understood that because Damon Donald, I was speaking to him ahead of his last fight, and he was gutted that
yep.
his opponent pulled out. How annoying is pull out in the game? I know it is part and
It's
partial,
yeah,
but
yep. It's very frustrating when you're on both ends. It's very
yeah,
frustrating. You know what I mean? But it's part of the game. It happens. It's not like we're going playing a game of football. You know what I mean? We're going
yeah.
in and we're going to fight, especially now that it's professional as well. There's so much on the line. Uh, but I no, very frustrating.
Because like it's not like you're just going in there and you can try to avoid it. You're going in there and you're getting punched in the face at the end of the day.
Yep, 100%, 100%, mate. Yep, like I say, either end of the spectrum when you're on, if you're the one pulling out or somebody
Yeah.
pulls out on you, it's very frustrating either way. Uh, so I
And
never good, but part of the game.
And now you're professional. What has been the changes in your training? Obviously, it's going to be learning those things that you can now do. It's longer rounds. So, but what else has been the difference?
Uh, to be honest, I've been throwing elbows, knees to the head, and everything like that, but I've been training since I started. I mean, a lot of the guys from my gym, I'm the only really guy that's like chasing them away path in my gym. But
Yeah.
we've got loads of guys that are Thai, loads of guys doing jiu-jitsu. So sparring with the Thai guys, and we've got the elbow pads and knee pads on since day one. So I've got that experience with the striking already. Uh, the only really difference in the training is the rounds are longer. That's about it, to be
Yeah.
honest, mate. Nothing else really changes. Nothing else changes at all. That's it.
And like you said, you're the only one in your gym who's really focusing on that career path. How good would it be?
Yep.
You get a few wins under your belt in the Cave Warriors, and you're seeing guys coming in and being able to help bolster that gym.
Yeah, 100%, well, mate. We've got a lot of young boys in the gym just now in that 13 to 16 range.
Yeah.
The gym's going to have a lot of good fighters coming at it in the next 4, 5, 6 years. Just give us time. We're still quite a new gym, mate. So I'll lead the way for the rest of the boys. And I'm sure there's many boys that will surpass me coming through our gym, 100%.
And I'm not sure if you saw it today, but obviously the Liam Gittins got his fight announcement. He will be facing Alessandro
Yep,
once again in Manchester. What do you make of that
yep,
fight? Because obviously Shirzad, he won that prize fighter tournament, and it looks like he's been
yep,
passed up.
yep. I think how you win a fight is more important than winning a fight. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? If you're coming into cuddle, that's not going to do you many favours. Maybe won you the 50k on that night, but it's not give you the title shot. I think Gittins is a fucking animal, to be honest. I think Gittins will just do the exact same to Giordano as what he did in that last fight. I, I don't think there was an eye poke there either, to be honest. I think he quit. Uh, but the pressure that Gittins puts on, there's not going to be many boys that are going to be able to handle that. And I think he wins this one. He should be on his way to the UFC as well.
And I feel like some people are surprised that Gittins is even skill here. Like you're saying, he wins, he goes through. I think there was even suggestions that he doesn't even need that last fight to get put to the UFC. Where do you see
100%.
where do you see him
Like,
base in that UFC bantamweight division?
100%. I think he would just start from the bottom and work his way up, mate. But he like don't underestimate him. Like I mean, you see the way he goes in, he dog walks people.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit. Sky's the absolute limit.
And then how important does home advantage play? You're obviously in the Scottish crowd this time, and we saw it
Yep,
in the last one. The Glasgow crowd, they love to get behind their fighters. You see it in
yep,
Manchester. The Liverpool fight, the fans, they come out for their guys. It just seemed to give you that extra lift.
yep, 100%. I don't think it'll make too much difference in my fight, just purely because it's two Scottish guys.
Yeah.
But I've got a lot of people. I've got a lot of people coming for me, and they will be roaring. So I just hope it's busy. I think I'm expecting it to be first fight of the night. I know I'll definitely be within the first three. Me and my opponent are the only two fighters that are making our pro debut on the card, I believe. So I'd be very surprised if we weren't the first fight. So I'm just really hoping that the arena's busy by the time I get there, mate. So everybody that's bought a ticket, get yourself along nice and early, get the place rocking, because I guarantee you this is not a fight you want to miss.
Well, if we go to like the last event, you just saw the absolute packed out line that there was before the first fight even kicked in. It does
Yep,
actually bring the crowd from the first fight. What's the plan
yep,
for afterward? Are you looking to stay into the arena and watch the rest of the fights, or do you have any plans
100%.
afterwards?
100%, mate. Yeah, like I said, my coach and good training partner Gary Priestley,
Yeah.
he's fighting as well. I think he'll be quite short after me, but I'll be staying and watching all the fights, mate. I love it. If I wasn't fighting, I'd be going and watching all the fights. So I'm actually quite glad that I'll be on early. I won't miss any. I'll have my fight first, come out, take my seat, and enjoy the rest of the fights myself.
And obviously you're going to be watching the fights, but after that, how are you going to celebrate this victory?
I'm going to be on holiday with my mum and dad. It's been a long time since I've been away on holiday with mum and dad. Like I said, I was just over in Canada at TriStar training.
Yeah.
Uh, Montreal in January, February is not warm at all, mate. It was minus 27 some days. So, definitely needing some sun. So, take the week after the fight, go and spend some good quality time with my mum and dad, get some heat, uh, let my body recover, let the muscles recover, and then I'll be right back in about it. The Monday that I'm back, I'll be right back in about it, straight in the gym and working towards the next date.
Exactly, and that's how it should be. If I was to tell you you're going to go in there and you get your way, you can get the whatever submission you want, any knockout you want, how are you putting him out? What's your highlight reel knockout?
Probably an elbow. I'd love to finish with an elbow, on the feet or on the ground. It's been a long time coming since I've used them, so it would definitely make my coach happy to finish with an elbow.
And what did you make of the 12-6 elbow now being legal?
Awesome, brilliant. I don't see why it wasn't legal in the first place. Uh, aye, great rule. That and the grounded opponent rule as well. All
Yeah.
fours is no longer a grounded opponent. Perfect. You know what I mean? Bring back soccer kicks. It's a fight. You know what I mean? So, aye, no, less rules that need to be enforced, the less fuck ups there is mid fight. You know what I mean? So perfect.
And the Cage Warriors admin had a field day today. The GFL, they've cancelled postponed two events. I think they're meant to
Yep.
get put on later. What do you make of that situation? I know there's a lot of
It's
people thinking it's not actually going to happen.
Yep. I know people like to hate on it, mate, but listen, I think it's a good thing. People that are at the end of their careers that are maybe struggling still are getting that
Yeah.
big payday. So it's a shame that it's not happening because a lot of people are missing out on a lot of money there. Although it's not really the fights you want to watch, you don't really want to see these old guys taking damage anymore. But you can't stop somebody from doing something that they want to do. So if there's an opportunity for them there to go and do it and make a couple of £1,000, or there's an opportunity for them to go and make a big bag, I'm all for it, mate. Go and make the big bag. So it's a shame that it's cancelled, and hopefully they reschedule and the boys that were all meant to get their fights.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think that's what a lot of people do forget is that you can hate on the thing for the model that they have done. But at the end of the day, the fighters are still signing up for these fights. They are still trying to get that
Yep,
last payday.
yep, 100%. That's it, mate. I mean, these guys they'll fight anyway. You know what I mean? These guys, but it was GFL or whether they're going to be. It's probably better they're going to GFL and putting the gloves on rather than going to bare knuckle and getting totally mashed up. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
and for what I heard, the GFL were paying well compared to all these other places that they were going to go. So,
yeah.
like I say, hopefully it pulls through and they manage to reschedule and the old guys get paid.
And how how was your amateur career? You had to like describe it.
Yeah, amazing, mate. I mean, I think it was after my first win in striking. I started off striking on a couple of fights striking first, then moved on to amateur MMA. But just since that first time that I won, I knew this is the career that I'm chasing.
Yeah,
And from there, I've just put the head down, grafted, took quite a lot of fights in a short period of time. I've had 15 amateur fights in total over over just under a 3 year period. So there's 5 fights a year. So and a lot, probably a good 6, 7 months of that time was spent injured as well, recovering from injury. So, nah, definitely had a good active amateur career, a lot of good experience. I've had some tough fights, I've had some quick wins as well. So I've been on both ends of the spectrum, mate. I've seen a lot of my amateur career, and it's definitely prepared me well for what's coming in the future.
well, thank you for coming on. I'll let you have the final word. Is there anything you're wanting to add or anyone you're wanting to shout out?
Yeah, big thank you to all the guys in the gym. Keep me training, keeping me sharp. Big shout out to the guys at TriStar that had me over there for 10 weeks as well. Faraz took really good care of me, so that was amazing over there. Same when I was over in New York, I was training at Hensel Gracie's and Silver Fox. So everybody that's helped took care of me for this camp. All the guys at Sub Factory, all my sponsors. I've got loads of sponsors. Without them, this wouldn't be possible what I'm doing. So like Kinnear Butcher Shop, my physio, Precision Rehab, Site Group, KS Auto Care. Uh, I've got a lot of big sponsors that are really helping me out in this journey. I've got loads of other sponsors that are helping me out as well. And obviously my mum and dad as well. Like, I don't know where I'd be without them. So without the full team between the gym, the sponsors, and my family at home, there's no chance I'd be able to chase this and train as hard as I'm training. So shout out to everybody that's helped me along this journey so far and continues to help me.
Well, thank you for coming on. Make sure you guys get your last remaining tickets to the Brayhead Arena. If you can't make it to the arena, make sure you get a UFC Fight Pass. You can see him get that victory, get that stoppage, and see you on the next big fight night as well.
Yep. Link in the bio on the Instagram. Get through the jackfoot link.
Thank